You might have heard of PKM, which stands for Personal Knowledge Management. It's gaining a lot of attention lately with tools like Obsidian, Roam, Logseek, Tana and Notion. These tools allow you to take notes in a way that's far more sophisticated than traditional methods, creating what some call a second brain. While PKM can boost productivity by providing relevant information when you need it, it can also become another form of procrastination. Why? PKM can make you feel productive when you're actually just spinning your wheels. You're not alone if you found yourself endlessly optimizing your note-taking system without actually getting anything done. Let's dive into why this happens and how to avoid it, especially using our ICOR methodology, which emphasizing moving information to action and avoiding unnecessary clutter.
Paperless movement, your productivity, your way.
Why PKM is sophisticated procrastination. Procrastination isn't just about watching YouTube when you should be working. There's a more sophisticated kind where you trick yourself into thinking you're making progress. This happens a lot with PKM. You spend hours planning, researching and tweaking your system instead of doing the work that really matters to your business. YouTube is the worst when it comes to qualified productivity advice for busy professionals. Too many self-claimed productivity gurus start their channels during their studies and now try to make money off business people without understanding corporate job challenges. They don't know what's like to get bombarded with hundreds of emails per day and work on several projects simultaneously. Many start as solopreneurs, showing productivity tips that work during their studies in their personal life, but their systems crumble when they have to build a team and make an actionable business out of this. If you're a seasoned business owner, team leader or project manager, you are already very productive. However, as you scale up, what worked on a small scale might not work anymore. This is where a Notion template or setting up Obsidian is taking you nowhere. It's just a waste of time. Those processes make you feel smart, but they rarely help you get more done. Let's dive deeper to find out why. The ICOR methodology teaches us that collecting information without action is just clutter. The lesson, feeling smart doesn't equal doing smart work. The optimization procrastination trap. Many fall into the trap of constantly optimizing their PKM system. You might find yourself switching between the latest apps, chasing the perfect tool that promises to solve all your productivity problems, or you keep tweaking your current system beyond what's necessary. This is a trap because you'll never have the perfect system. Every app has its strengths and weaknesses, and there's always a new one on the horizon. The key is to settle for good enough and focus on doing the work. As busy professionals, we cannot afford to switch tools frequently, as it disrupts our system and slows us down. I know many busy professionals who use the simplest system imaginable and still achieve amazing results. It's not about the tool, it's about the tool-agnostic concepts and workflows you put in. You'd see, if you join our membership and start your ICOR journey, it starts with laying out your tools on the ICOR framework. This reveals redundancies and friction points. You learn to transition your PKM into a business knowledge management system, BKM, and differentiate between personal and team tasks. By optimizing each part of your system holistically, you might find out that you don't need to switch tools at all. The perfect tool procrastination trap. Stop looking for the next shiny productivity tool. Switching tools constantly is another form of procrastination. If you browse forums for note-taking apps, you'll see endless discussions about why someone switched from one tool to the other. I've been there myself, moving from Evernote to Notion, then Roam Research, then Obsidian, and so on. Each switch felt like a game changer, but it was just distraction. The ICOR methodology recommends sticking to one tool and fully understanding its limitations. No tool will magically make you more productive if you can't sit down and do the work. Stick with one tool for at least 6 months. Trust me, you'll get more done. Once you've internalized the tool-agnostic concepts and workflows, you can switch tools without suffering. But to start, less is more, and incremental improvements are key. PKM is not work. PKM is an aid to your work, not the work itself. Treating PKM and setting up tools as work can lead to spending too much time on it, thinking you're being productive. Real productivity comes from doing the actual work, whether it's writing, creating or solving problems, not doing work about work. In such situations, it even helps to simply write down the tasks on a piece of paper and work on them in a sequential order instead of planning them out in 15-minute time blocks on your calendar. This is where ICOR teaches us to differentiate between shallow work and deep work. We learn how planners should be used to know what you should be doing right now and how to say no to unexpected requests during the day. 5 actionable principles for beating procrastination. So how do you avoid falling into the PKM procrastination traps? Here are 5 principles to help. Stick with one tool. Commit to one note-taking app for at least 6 months. Avoid the temptation to switch tools and focus on your actual work. According to ICOR, constantly switching tools will break your system and slow you down. Trust your single brain more. Don't rely entirely on your PKM system as a second brain. Great ideas often come when you're away from your computer, so trust your brain to process and generate insights. Instead, use the one brain with 2 parts principle, digital and physical, to streamline your thought processes. I made another video about this principle, so if you want to watch it, I link it in the description below. Be project-based. Take notes with a specific project in mind. This helps filter out irrelevant information and keeps your focus on producing tangible outcomes. If there's any project or task-relevant information, don't place it in your PKM, place it in your BKM, or in other words, place it on the task in the comment section. So you're building up a single source of truth for this context. Improve work capacity first. Focus on building your work habits and capacity before fine-tuning your PKM system. Real productivity comes from doing the work, not from having a perfect system. Most note-taking systems have great search functionalities, so you don't need so much structure as you might think. Set actionable limits. Establish boundaries for how much time you spend on your PKM system. This prevents you from consuming your entire schedule and keeps you focused on your primary task. You should always be able to capture anything very quickly into your PKM system, but then process it at specific times only, the moment you are in the mood for it. Remember, your PKM system should help you do better work, not become a distraction. If your output hasn't improved, it's time to re-evaluate how you're using it. After watching this, think about how well your productivity system is set up beyond PKM. You can find out how well your productivity system is performing with our free productivity quiz on our website. The report will give you all you need to take action to maximize your productivity as a busy professional. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel so I can catch you up in the next one.